All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
What is going on, SHIPIT Nation YouTube station, back with another NHL quick hit for this Friday, December 15th, 6-game NHL slate. If you guys are new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a ton, and then we appreciate all your support on all of our videos here. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers on this channel. Once we do, we're giving away an annual membership to a lucky viewer here. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Without further ado, let's jump right into tonight's slate. 6 games on tap here in terms of totals, bunch of 6 totals, and then 3 6.5 totals, where that Buffalo Vegas game did just jump up to a 6.5 total. The total there for Boston and New York did start at 5.5. It's up to 6.5 here. So overall, pretty interesting slate here tonight. Let's talk about my favorite stack of the night, many's favorite stacks, probably the chalk of the slate here, obviously heaviest favorite on the slate. But I really like the Rangers here. I really like the Rangers' second power play or second line here. And overall, this power play matchup is really good. I really like Vincent Trocheck and Artemi Panarin. Those are probably 2 of my favorite plays in the slate. They correlate on the second line and the top power play. Really like those guys there. You can throw in Alexis Lafreniere as a line main stack. Obviously, they correlate on full strength here, but I prefer grabbing another piece of this power play. A guy like Mika Zibanejad. I think if you go Mika, Trocheck, and Panarin, it's going to be unique because obviously you use 2 centers there. I really like that correlation there. Obviously, they correlate together on that power play. And then you can throw a guy like Adam Fox at 5.7K in here. Anaheim ranks 30th in the league, and he's on that top power play. So really like those 4 in particular here for the Rangers. Rangers, my favorite stack of the night. Really like the spot for them. Let's talk about another great spot here tonight. It's Arizona at home against the Sharks. We know the deal with the Sharks. Sharks are absolutely brutal. Worst team on the road this season. And Arizona has actually been the 6th best home scoring team in the league. Their second line, Lawson Crouse, Bukestad, and Matthias Makeli here, continue to play very good hockey. Really like going back to the well with them. All very favorable prices, all in great matchups against the Sharks. Lawson Crouse, Matthias Makeli here, and Nick Bukestad would be my preferred. Jason Zucker, 3.5K. He's been playing great hockey right now. He's sub 4K. That's a great value play there. Clayton Keller, 6.4K. He's got a lot of upside here. And then you can add Nick Schmaltz to the conversation, who should be back tonight as well. 4.8K. Overall, really like this spot here for Arizona. All these guys are super cheap. Majority of their team is sub 5K in a matchup at home against the Sharks. Really like Arizona here. Arizona, my second favorite stack of the night here. Let's jump into one of my contrarian plays here. It's Ottawa. I like Ottawa here on the road. Stars are minus 200 home favorites here, and I just don't understand the line. Ottawa's been the 4th best road scoring team in the league this year over the last 7 games that they played on the road. They're the best team in the league in terms of expected goals for. And the Stars are very leaky on a home ice here. They've allowed over 3.6 goals per game over the last 10 here on home ice. So I like Ottawa to win this game here. And I think the Ottawa side is definitely going to be significantly lower owned than the Dallas side here. Really like that second line with Josh Norris, Claude Giroux, and Kubalik here. Really like that. But even that top line with Brady Tkachuk, Timmy Stu, and Tarasenko, really like these top 6 skaters here for Ottawa. Ottawa, obviously Dallas is going to get the ownership. I will talk about Dallas in terms of stacks. If I'm going to Dallas, I'm targeting their power play. So Rupia Hintz, Robertson, Pavelski, Miro Heiskanen, and Jamie Benn would be where I would go. But again, I like the Ottawa side in that. And then the last team I'll bring up here is probably another pretty chalky team here. It's Vegas at home. Obviously, this total just jumped up to 6.5 here. Vegas on home ice against Buffalo here. Second heaviest favorite on the slate behind the Rangers. Jack Eichel, 8.7K last time he played Buffalo. Last year, he scored a hat trick, scored 51 DraftKings points. Obviously, he's firmly in play anytime he's on the slate, especially on home ice. You can grab his two line mates with Mark Stone and Barbashev there to pair those guys up together. Marchessault, 6.2K. He's averaging almost 18 fantasy points per game over the last 5, and he's just 6.2K. So he's probably my favorite. I really like that second line actually for Vegas. If I'm going to Vegas, I'm grabbing that second line with Stevenson, Howden, and Marchessault here. Really like that line. So again, Vegas line 2 for me is my preferred line. Let's jump into some values at each position. Before I do, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. And if you are not a member, head over to shipitnation.com, click on join now, and get in to our community, best community in the industry, Discord. We got all the content, slate plan, core plays, projections, everything you need to have success with DFS for all the major premium sports. So we got you covered there. Starting with values, my favorite value center on the slate, like I said, Vegas line 2, Chandler Stevenson, 3.8K for this guy. He's averaging nearly 13 fantasy points per game over the last 5. He's taken over 2 shots. He's playing over 17 minutes, and he's 3.8K. Chandler Stevenson, really like him. Going back to Arizona here, Alex Kerfoot, 3.7K, third liner, but he's getting top power play time. His line mate with Carcone here has been playing great hockey right now. Kerfoot is playing close to 20 minutes and averaging over 4 penalty minutes or power play minutes per game as well. Alex Kerfoot, sub 4K in a matchup against the Sharks. Really, really good spot here for him. Do like that play. And then the last value center I'll bring up is Morgan Geekie here for Boston. It's the best matchup for centers on the slate. He's getting top line, top power play work, skate next to Pastrnak at 3.5K here against a team like the Islanders who can be scored on. Again, New York ranks 32nd in the league against center. So Morgan Geekie here for Boston, 3.5K. Going to round out the value centers on the slate. Jumping into the value wings here. First guy, I'm going right back to the well with Arizona. Both of these guys, Jason Zucker is the first guy, 3.5K top line, second power play at time. He's skating next to Keller and Nick Schmaltz. He's averaging nearly 3 shots on goal per game over the last 5. Really like him. And then already really like Matthias Makeli here. He's got a great price point here. Again, I really like Arizona. Second line, second power play. Nick Bjugstad, Lawson Krause are his 2 line mates, 3.5K. He's averaging over 10 fantasy points per game over the last 5, averaging over 3 shots on goal per game as well. He's my favorite value wing on the entire slate. One more for you. Ivan Barbashev here, 3.6K for Vegas. Obviously, Vegas heavy favorites here at home on a matchup against Buffalo here. He's skating next to Eichel and Stone. He's got 2 good line mates. He's sub 4K. He's averaging over 2 shots on goal per game, playing over 16 minutes. He's going to round out the value wings on this slate. Giving you 3 value D-men you can look at. First guy, Zach Whitecloud here for Vegas. He's averaging over 11 fantasy points per game at 3.1K as a D-man, playing close to 19 to 20 minutes here. Zach Whitecloud going to be my first value D-man on the slate for Vegas, 3.1K. Again, great play there. Another guy, JJ Moser here. Moser's getting top power play time for Arizona, top line, top power play against the Sharks. You're ranked 32nd in the league, dead last against D-men. JJ Moser, 3.7K. Really like him. You can add him to your stacks with Arizona. You can play him as a one-off. He's playing close to 20 minutes as well. And then the last guy here, Tony DeAngelo for Carolina, 2.8K for Tony D, getting top power play time. Obviously, he hasn't played more than 10 minutes since he's returned back from being out for multiple games, but really trusting the talent in a guy like Tony D here. And in a matchup against Nashville here, Tony DeAngelo getting top power play time. I do think at 2.8K, he would be my favorite punt D-man on this slate. Jumping into some goalies you can look at. First goalie I'm going to bring up is Linus Ullmark, 7.8K here. Boston should win this game against Islanders, even on the road. Boston's the better hockey team. It is only 6 total, one of the lowest totals. It was the lowest total on the slate before it bumped up to 6. But Linus Ullmark, 7.8K, definitely a great play there. Going up a little bit, Connor Ingram on home ice here, 8.3K against the Sharks. I don't see a way that Sharks win this game, so Connor Ingram should be pretty safe to get the win. I like him at home. He's been a pretty solid goalie outside of 2 games where he faced Philly and Boston there. Connor Ingram liked to bounce back here. Obviously, he just played a good game there against Pittsburgh where he had 40 saves. Got you that bonus there. So Connor Ingram. And then the last guy, my favorite cheap goalie on the slate, Juuse Saros here, 7.4K. This guy, 26, 13, 25, 31, 28. He's won 5 straight games here. Now he gets a matchup against Carolina. I do like Juuse Saros here, 7.4K. Think this game can go both ways. Both these teams are basically pretty equal. Nashville's 16-13. Carolina's 15-13. Slight edge to Carolina just being on home ice here, but Saros 7.4K for the upside he has in GPPs is a great, great play on the slate. That's going to do it for this edition of the NHL Quick Hit. As always, all my final content, slate plan, core plays will be live. ShipItNation.com for premium subscribers. If you're not a member, head over to ShipItNation.com, click on Join Now, select your package, and get in to the best Discord community and overall fantasy sports community in the industry. But for myself, Nadesify, I'll catch you guys next time. Good luck tonight in your contest. Hope to see those Ship It Nation logos at the top. Let's ship it.